Hey guys, Jeff Gregg here with Live in Carolina. A little bit different vibe today. I'm at a hotel bar. I'm having a Blue Moon here. I just was over at Webb in Greenville to get some B-roll video to show you guys. I don't want to talk about it, but it was kind of a rainy day here in Greenville, so I didn't get to do too much video there, but lots of big stuff coming. Want to tell you a little bit about it. So if you're not familiar with Del Webb brand, it's the premier 55 plus community. There's multiple of these around South Carolina. We've got them in Summerville, in Charleston, in Myrtle Beach area, and now also coming here in Greenville. They just broke ground this year. Going to be a beautiful area, great amenities. I want to tell you a little bit about it, and maybe we can show you a little bit of things here that I got on the camera today. So basically, it's going to be 209 acres with a full mile of that along the Reedy River. So it's going to have lots of stuff to do as far as pickleball and a big luxury outdoor pool, clubs, amenities, a lifestyle director there, organizing events, doing all those kind of things. It's got the walk around the Reedy River, through the neighborhood and down to the river. But the rest of this neighborhood kind of sits up on a hillside. So the lots there are going to be, a lot of them are backed up to to big berms, to hills. You know, down in the Charleston area, the Del Webb, everything's flat. Up here in Greenville, we start to get into a bunch of hills. So you'll see here in the video, there's big hills, there's beautiful landscaping already put in, and they've just started construction on their first homes. The model homes are open, but they weren't even ready today for me to show you. But I do want to talk about what model homes are going to be, or what models are available there. If you've seen any of our other videos in any of the other markets around South Carolina, you're familiar with the Scenic series, the Distinctive series, and the Echelon series. All right, so let's talk about the Scenic. They start at 1,345 square feet. We've got the Contour, the Compass, and the Hallmark. The Contour starts out at 1,345. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. The Compass is 1,403 square feet to start. That's a 2 or a 3-bedroom, depending on if you use the flex space as an office, a flex space, or another bedroom, and then 2 to 3 bath also. And then the Hallmark, the smallest of the Scenic series, comes in at 1,581 square feet to start, and it's a 2 to 3 bedroom. Again, you could use that flex space as another bedroom, and it's a 2-bath. So when we move up to the Distinctive series, and I would say that most of our clients have purchased in this Distinctive series. It's where we've sold the most homes. The Prosperity starts out at 1,600 square feet. That is a 2 or a 3-bedroom and a 2-bath. The Mystique, there's 5 in this Distinctive series, but wait, see? Doesn't help if I hold my hands up down below the camera, does it? 5 up here in this Distinctive series. The Mystique starts at 1,809 square feet, and it can be 2 to 5 bedrooms, and it's a 2 to 4 bath house. The Palmery, a winner. We've sold a bunch of Palmery. It's a fan favorite for sure. 1,858 square feet to start. It's a 2 or a 3-bedroom and a 2-bath. The Mainstay is a newer one that they have added recently. The Mystique was also. The Mainstay is 1,872, quickly becoming a fan favorite also. It could be 2 to 4 bedrooms and also 2 to 3 baths. And then winding out the Distinctive series is the Prestige, really popular plan. It is the largest at 1,987 square feet, so just shy of 2,000 square feet. And that could be a 2 or 3 bedroom, utilizing that flex space as a bedroom or as an office or a flex space, whatever you want, and then 2.5 bath. Now on to the big boys, the Echelon series. So the Stardom starts us out at 2,179 square feet. The big difference between the Distinctive and the Echelon series, in my opinion, is garages. So the Stardom, you could do a 2 or a 3-car garage, and it's 2 to 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bath. The Stellar, stepping up on size, 2,240 square feet. It could be a 2 to a 4 bedroom with 3 to 4 baths, and it also could be a 2-car garage, or you have the ability to add a 3rd-car garage in that one. Lastly, the big dog, the Renown. It's 2,712 square feet on one level. And so you have the ability to do that as a 3-bedroom. It's a 3.5 bath, and that one comes automatically with a 3-car garage. So you don't even have to house up to get that third car garage. What would you want a third car garage for? In this neighborhood, there's not going to be a ton of stuff that you can go to by golf cart outside of the neighborhood, but it is definitely going to be a golf cart community inside the neighborhood. So being able to go to the clubhouse, take a ride down around the neighborhood, go visit your neighbors, go do all that kind of stuff. Once you leave the neighborhood, it's still close to everything. So it's really close to I-385 and I-85. Greenville is about 20 to 25 minutes away. That's where I am right now at the Hyatt Regency here. I'm here for a conference tomorrow, and I came a day early because the conference starts like 8:30, and I did not want to drive here that time in the morning. Simpsonville is only about 15 minutes away. Shopping is 3 miles away from this neighborhood. So that's Publix, the Double Stamp Brewery, Farmhouse Tacos, a fresh market, a bunch of more shopping. There's the Target, the Walmart, all that kind of stuff in close proximity. The Greenville-Spartanburg Airport is only 16 miles away, and we're 3.5 hours down to Charleston from here. So it's, you can be in mountains, you can be down and go down and see the ocean. It's a great location if you want to be in this Greenville market, and the Greenville market has been really growing very quickly. So the Del Webb lifestyle is one that I love. I'm going to most likely be living in the Del Webb here at some point. I just got to get my kids out of the house. I've got 2 soon-to-be 16-year-old daughters. As soon as I can kick them out or they turn 19, I definitely want to be in this Del Webb lifestyle. I think one of the benefits to this buying now in the Del Webb is that we've typically seen the pricing, it continues to go up as you get further along into the community. I think that the pricing is going to be as good as we will ever see it right now in the beginning, and that's for a reason. The amenity center is not going to be open yet when the first people move in. You got to wait a minute for the amenity center, but once it opens, it's absolutely going to be fantastic. You can see some pictures of what it's going to be. We've got the pickleball, the bocce, the pool, all the activities, everything that goes along with the Del Webb lifestyle. All right, so now on to how do I get a house here at Del Webb. So when the neighborhood is older, obviously we have resales. There's none in here now because it's a brand new neighborhood. So you've only got 2 options. The one is to buy a spec home. As of today, they don't have any spec homes ready or even planned to go very soon. You've got to build from the ground up. Now the benefit to that is you get to pick your everything. So you get to pick, what kind of a lot do I want to be on? Am I okay to back up to another house? Do I want to back up to a hillside? Do I want to back up to a berm? Do I want to be over on the river side of the neighborhood so I've got quick access down to the river and the river walk? And then you pick what type of home you want. Is it a Scenic, a Distinctive, an Echelon? Any of the, so let's talk about Distinctive. Those 5 homes, there's certain lots around the neighborhood that are designed to handle the Distinctive sized home. Certain ones for the Scenic, certain ones for the Echelon. So you'll be in a certain area that you could put that lot based on the house that you want to build. And then the fun stuff begins. We go to design studio. So when we go in with you, we'll be able to come up with a ballpark idea of what it takes financially to build this house. We know a ballpark idea of what the base price is, what the lots are going to be, and typically what people would put in those to finish it to make it the way that they want it to be. That number is usually 10 to 20% of the base price of the house. This neighborhood is so brand new, I'm not quite ready to talk about all the prices yet, but we sit down with you on your first visit and we can get you an idea. Once you go to the design center, you can pick your everything. The number will fluctuate a little bit there, but we will have already picked the structural designs. Do we want extended garage? Do we want a second floor? Do we want a screened-in patio? Do we want the gourmet kitchen? All those decisions have been made, and now we get down to the nitty-gritty. What color is this? Do we want carpets? Do we want all hard floors? Do we want the cabinets to be different here versus the island? What type of plumbing do we want in? Do we want the big shower, the little shower? Do we want the bathtub, the no bathtub? Do we want the shower in the secondary, or do we want a bathtub in the secondary? Lots of decisions to be made. That Mark and I, our team, we go through that whole process with you. I do want to talk for a minute about how we get paid. So we charge a certain percent of the price of the home, and I will tell you that Del Webb pays us that full percentage. So in essence, We are paid by Del Webb, but we work for you. Contractually, we work for you. We owe you fiduciary responsibility, have to act in your best interest. And so there's really no downside and only upside to going in and being represented by a realtor. So the only downside to that is if you go in without us the first time, it is often hard to get us added to the file. So it's super important that you reach out to us and have a conversation, see if we're a good fit to work together, and if we're going to represent you on this or any other purchase around the Spartanburg, Greenville, this whole market, really the whole state. So to do that, it's real simple. Drop down in the description of this video. There's a link you can click on. Schedule a time to talk with Mark and I about what you're looking for, what makes sense, and decide if we're a good fit to work together, and then we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Hope this didn't go too astray. I always am a little fearful of doing videos without Mark here. He's the technical guy. Who knows if you can hear me at all? Hopefully this worked out, but thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.